What if we could predict the future better than experts or polls, just by letting people bet on it? This is the promise of prediction markets. And they're not just a gambling gimmick, they might be the future of forecasting everything, from elections to pandemics. The idea of prediction markets goes back to the 1980s, when the Iowa electronic markets launched in 1988 to forecast US presidential elections. By the 2000s, they had then been used by companies like HP, Google, and even the US Department of Defense to forecast sales, project timelines, and security risks. By the 2010s, event trading has picked up steam in the consumer market as well. Companies like Kalshi and Polymarket are born, and you are able to now legally event trade contracts and legitimizes the prediction market forever by being able to do this on a consumer level. So the question then becomes, are they accurate? Often, yes, especially post an event. Before elections, for example, prediction markets beat Gallup polls in forecasting vote shares. But recent studies show that smartly aggregated prediction pools, like team-based forecasting, can sometimes outperform markets, especially early on. We measure prediction accuracy with scoring systems like the Breyer score, which rewards good probability estimates, and in markets, traders naturally are going to be getting more influence if their predictions prove right over time. In other words, the best forecasters rise to the top. Below, I've then given you guys an example of how to use the Breyer score in a perfect prediction scenario, in which the forecast would have been 100% chance of rain, in which F, the forecasted probability of instance, is 1. The outcome, it rains, is O is equal to 0. Whether or not it happened is a binary variable. Then the Breyer score becomes 1 minus 1 squared, which is equal to 0. Prediction markets aren't perfect. Manipulation, low liquidity, or biased participation can distort prices, but these issues can often be reduced through weighting algorithms, transparency, and strong incentives for accuracy. The best test is to run experiments. In a 2-year tournament backed by the IARPA, 2,400 forecasters predicted 261 events. Team-based aggregated prediction polls slightly beat markets overall, but markets still well performed and updated faster. Real-world platforms like Kalshi even beat polls in the 2024 election cycle. Markets can communicate uncertainty visually through prices. A contract at 60 cents, that's a 60% chance. It's intuitive, dynamic, and self-updating. We still need to update people, educate people. Probabilities aren't guarantees. They're best guesses, updated in real time. Prediction markets offer a new way to tap collective intelligence. They're not just for betting, they're for truth seeking. If we invest in good design, legal clarity, and public education, we could become the core part of how we plan our uncertainty in politics, health, business, and beyond.